We've got spoilers for episode 2 and more. I would like to give a shout out to, before we get anywhere, to the WBO member as well. They commented on my video, so make sure to link their channel, DronzerX13. So you can see right here in this image, we have episode 2, which the title is Keep Going, Keep On Going, Bushin Ashura. So Drum, Koryu, and Amane Kushaha. Basically, they're continuing off the battle from before, so if you don't remember, the first episode ended off with a battle between Drum and Amane. And what I guess will happen is, faced with strong defense of the God of War Ashura's 12 defense blades, Ace Dragon. Ooh, yeah, so it's going to be actually pretty good. I think it's going to start off with like a really intense battle then. It's going to really continue with that. So, okay. So basically, I guess Dragon's going to just keep on going, so because it says right there, but with his determination to make Dragon into the greatest Bay of Light, his fighting spirit burns even brighter, but Ashura's special move, Hurricane Defense, breaks through Dragon's pattern attack. So, basically the whole idea here, I guess, is that Drum is basically, I guess, going to get a little bit cocky there, similar to, I guess, Aiga, and that thing is really going to knock him down quite a peg, quite a bit, knock him down a peg. But I guess he's probably going to counter it, because the idea is, I guess what it means by the greatest Bay of Light, I think it means, I guess, maybe the strongest Bay? Which I guess, you know, that's basically every main blader's idea, or any blader in Beyblade, that's the main goal. The next one is more interesting. This is episode 3, which is the week after this current week right now. Seriously? Wizard Fafnir? Now, for all I know, Fafnir is going to be called actually Wizard Fafnir, or I don't know actually. If it actually is called Wizard Fafnir, that's going to be kind of cool in a way, I guess, because we have Drain Fafnir, Geist Fafnir, now Wizard Fafnir. It's kind of, I don't know if it means wizard because the blader maybe, or wizard as in the name. I don't know. I guess it is, because if you read the actual episode translation that'll be coming in episode 3, which is April 19th, Drum starts training at Victories? Well, I'm just reading off what it says. While out running, he spots Sparks Devils, a big club, and drops there by their practice ground. He finds out one of the country's top clubs, led by Mane's rival, Fumine. Oh, why they gotta do me like that? The last name right there, hold on. Kamenichi? If I mispronounce it, I'm sorry. Drum is interested in Fume's Gatinko Bay. Wizard oh, it is Wizard Fafnir, I guess. But Fafnir has some unknown magical power. So obviously, Fafnir rotates to the left, as we all know. And most likely what'll happen in the episode is that Drum does not have any experience with Fafnir. And it might be similar to an evolution, so maybe he'll do some sort of like handspin thing with Fafnir. And then after Dragon's gonna like keep on trying to hit it, but it's gonna fail, because obviously he doesn't know. So I'm guessing the first encounter with actual Fafnir is he's gonna lose. Obviously, I think that would make the most amount of sense. But it's actually a little bit more interesting, because it seems this little mini arc between Fafnir and Dragon is actually going to continue on for a bit and maybe conclude until maybe a future rematch. Episode 4 on April 26th is titled The Fiery Grand Dragon. Episode 4 is The Fiery Grand Dragon. Episode 5 is Dragon vs. Fafnir. And episode 6 is the Explosive Speed Grand Beat. So what I'm guessing, right? What I'm guessing by all of this, right? So first off, let's take a peep at it. So what I am guessing by all this, as we can see right there, because I was just trying to read it off, what I'm guessing is that it's going to start off with Drum losing against Fume, right? He's going to lose, and then after he's going to probably try to think of a strategy. And I'm guessing, most likely, as we can see right here through these translations, that he might, it's not implied, unless he already has it, but he'll most likely either create, or he's already created the Grand Lair base, which is a Stamina Lair base, and it's actually going to be the Stamina Ace Dragon, I guess, against the Stamina Fafnir Bay, which is actually really cool in a way. Most likely what will happen is that it'll make the core, I'm guessing. So probably episode 4 will be a showcase of the Grand Core, and then after he's going to challenge Fume in the next round, which is going to be Dragon versus Fafnir. And then after, what might happen is maybe it'll end off with that, unless maybe continue somewhere else, because episode 6 is just called the Explosive Speed Grand Beat. So I'm guessing maybe Grand Stamina Core might actually help a drum. So the few things I do want to go over, I don't know if it's going to be really, since the episodes are a lot shorter, we might have more mini arcs. So this might be the whole, I guess, Fume rival arc. So when we actually go over this stuff, so first off, again, shout out to Dronzer X13 for help with these translations. I don't want to take credit, obviously, for something that I didn't do. So first off, prediction that Fume would be the owner of Fafnir. Very happy for that one. I mean, it wasn't, I don't want to say like, no, yeah, it was that obvious. I don't understand what people thought. Okay, if it was like some returning blader and they announced Free would come back, that would make sense. Okay, so Free's gonna own the new Fafnir. Fume, I keep on messing that up, eh? He's gonna be the owner of it, and it kind of makes sense in a way, since he's pretty much hyped up in the opening that he's gonna be the rival, I guess, for this arc. I'm guessing probably those other bladers behind him might be like maybe some trial the drum's gotta beat, so maybe beats a few weak bladers and after he's gonna meet the captain, I guess. Like, I'm trying to really like put this together when I'm reading this, and it's a little crazy because he's basically he's probably gonna lose, and after he'll probably win. But I'm guessing that's how it's gonna first go, because the whole idea is that he's trying to, I guess, maybe to aspire to Volt in a way, because Volt's like this big inspiration for a lot of bladers. And that means that this Fafnir is Wizard Fafnir, which, again, for the name I like, most likely, like I've said, probably some sort of hand spin, I'm guessing. It's really hard to get this kind of stuff with Fafnir. I'm hoping that it's going to be really powerful. And I've already done a video talking about what I think it might have for the parts, but I guess we're going to see. Maybe Fume might be similar in the style with Free, where he might do a hand spin, and when he seriously might launch it. I don't really know. It's interesting. It really is interesting. But I'm actually very excited to see what'll happen. Now, a lot of people are upset because it's not Free, but let's be honest now. We haven't seen what he's done yet, so it makes really no sense to complain. Like, wait till he does something, because the whole idea... Just because, okay, the idea is basically this. I basically said something very simple. It's sort of the idea of, I guess, passing down the torch. And that's why bladers will get maybe a specific bay, but they aren't really the original owner. Like how Hazard Kerbeus wasn't owned by Ken, it was owned by Kyle. How Excalibur wasn't owned by Xander, it was owned by, what was it, Xavier. And these are different characters, and I think they've done a pretty good job with those characters, like Xavier and Kyle. They're pretty interesting, and I guess the same is going to most likely be for Fume. I can't say 100% whether or not it's going to actually be good or not, but I do think it's a little bit silly that people are kind of like jumping the gun and saying it's going to be trash. Like, come on. It's just silly. But, yeah, that's kind of it for now. I'm not going to bother. I did a community post. There's a lot of, like, there's a lot of silly arguments I saw. But what I can say is that stay tuned. I am actually planning on doing something Fafnir related. Something else I do want to leave off with real quickly, talking about these episode spoilers and everything. Let me see. I mentioned this in my video. I've already talked about how you can watch actually Beyblade Burst GT. I'm going to actually just link that, so please check that out if you're wondering. Tell me your thoughts on these spoilers. I'm probably just going to title it something like Wizard Fafnir or something like that. I'm not going to try to give anything away. With Beyblade anyways, it's not really that heavy of spoilers. So it's not. I just figured the cover is actually going to be really interesting. We actually finally got the full name. We don't even have the parts yet, so what I meant to leave off, I am most likely guessing that if it's April 19th, which means they're probably, yeah, that makes sense, I guess, because when's the release? April...
It's Good Friday, the 19th.
It's Good Friday, I know, so I'll be able to watch the episode, but when does the actual Fafnir come out?
27th.
April 27th, so it's the 19th.
The following week.
Yeah, the following week. Oh, okay, so that means, yeah, okay, so that makes sense. So that means, no, that's actually weird then, because episode 4 is the Fiery Grand Dragon. 26th is the day before the Fafnir release. So actually, that might actually work, because then after it's going to be Dragon versus Fafnir, and most likely it might be Grand Dragon versus Fafnir, from what I'm guessing. Again, speculation aside, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. That is it for now. And I can't wait to see more in the comments. Oh no. Thanks for watching. Have an awesome day.